Mr. Pizer?
Yes, Vincent?
Mr. Pizer, I think you should come up here.
What's up, Vincent?
The largest black hole I have ever encountered, Mr. Pizer.
Let's have a look at it on the holograph.
Welcome to a Movie Math Special Report. Oh, I'm excited!
It's time to put on your time-travelling slippers and rediscover this underrated classic from 1979. So join me, Mr. Dave, as we go in, through and beyond the Black Hole! The Black Hole came out in 1979 amongst a plethora of sci-fi films. It was a good year for sci-fi. In fact, as a kid, I remember a bit too much sci-fi. Out of the lot, Alien was the big hit of the year, but I was too young for that. But there was a lot of family films for sci-fi, but nearly all crap. But with Buck Rogers and other films coming out, too many to choose from. You know what, I'll leave sci-fi, I'll go and watch James Bond instead. Roger Moore's James Bond. He won't let me down. Oh fuck, he's in space! But towards the end of the year, two other sci-fi films came to light. One was Star Trek the Motion Picture, and the other one is this one that I'm reviewing, The Black Hole by Walt Disney. Interestingly, those two films were the very last films to have overtures. So if you ever watch it right at the beginning, if it's Star Trek the Motion Picture, you'll have the earlier thing. With this one, you get that one.
Give us a priority. Full mag on viewer. Full mag, sir.
And I must admit, I'm a fan of John Barry. Although I was disappointed with the original soundtrack because it was very repetitive. But it's a very luxurious kind of music. Well, so for those who haven't seen The Black Hole, one thing I will say is avoid the original trailer. If you think, ooh, I'll have a quick mooch at the trailer and then watch the film, don't! Not! Big spoiler in it, do avoid the original trailer. The film didn't really take off. Disney were desperate for a hit. With all those other sci-fi films coming out, they think, we'll jump on that bandwagon. And they did. And kind of fell off. Which is a shame, because it is a good film. Now, it was originally going to be a kind of a thriller disaster movie aimed at adults. But obviously, because of the event of that Star Wars film, I forgot what it's called, Star Wars, they also jumped on that bandwagon and they said, you know what, we'll do it, we'll do that thriller, but we'll just add in a few cute robots every now and then to make it, you know, give it the Disney feel. It didn't hit the mark, maybe because it's got Walt Disney Presents The Black Hole, and people are thinking, where's the song and dance and cartoon characters? Because it was more 2001-ish than your Star Wars film. And now I'm older, I appreciate it. At the time, I enjoyed it. You know, it is slow. Like I said, it came out more or less the same time as Star Trek the Motion Picture. God, that is slow. Star Trek the Motion Picture is just more or less... So The Black Hole is slow, but it's got good characters. And another sort of similarity with the Star Trek the Motion Picture is most of the cast are over 40, so it's quite a bit of a strange mix. Considering Star Wars is aimed at kids, they're having very mature actors in it. But don't let that put you off, because it works in the context.
Vincent, you're gonna have the time of your life in there.
I don't mean to sound superior, but I hate the company of robots.
So the story, what's it about? Well, the US Palomino is just going through space, coming to the end of its mission, looking for anything alienish. When Vincent goes, hey up, it's only the biggest black hole going. But just on the event horizon of the black hole is a mysterious ship long missing, the Cygnus. But yeah, it's just sitting there, just still, which is impossible by science because, you know, light can't escape the black hole. So off they pop to have a look. The Palomino manages to dock on the derelict Cygnus. Or is it derelict? No! It's manned by the mad scientist, Dr. V.I.N.cent, and his henchman, Max. One of the crew members of the Palomino is Anthony Perkins, who plays the Doctor, who's a big fan of V.I.N.cent, who follows his work, and he wants to stay on board. So there's a bit of clash of characters because the rest of the crew turn into the Scooby Gang and think, something going on here, nothing what it seems. And another crew member, father was on the Cygnus, which the ship went missing 20 years ago. Even though V.I.N.cent tells of the fate of her father, something else evil lurks.
The time has come to liquidate our guests.
So how are they going to get out of this jam? Well, watch and see. Great film, great visuals. Matte painters in it are so beautiful. I've got to admit, looking back, of all the films that came out in '79, I do prefer the Black Hole better than the Star Trek Motion Picture, dare I say it, because it is a beautiful film to look at, and it's got good characters. Yeah, there's some cheesy lines, especially from the guy who plays Surpriser. Okay, now.
I'm going after him.
Stay at your post, Charlie.
What the hell are you made of? Cuckoo is a Swiss clock.
But it's actually well cast, and V.I.N.cent the robot, he's brilliant. And he's not credited, but it's Rodney McDowell that supplies the voice.
Hey, look at that. Vincent, you're gonna have the time of your life in there.
I don't mean to sound superior, but I hate the company of robots.
Him and Slim Pickens, again, he's not credited for the voice either. Interesting note, Rodney McDowell obviously plays V.I.N.cent in this film. A few years later, he was in the film V.I.N.cent playing...
You have to have faith for that to work, Mr. V.I.n.cent.
So the film was released in '79, and like I said, it didn't do very well. And there was a big toy range that came out, some great toys. Obviously, I had to get the Max and the V.I.n.cents, and they were great. And then they were taken off me at school. I went on a field trip to a museum, and I was on the coach with one, and they just said, "Can't have these. You can have them back later." Come later. Can we toys back? Yeah. Oh, sorry, I've lost them. What?
Remember what they say, all work and no play?
All sunshine makes a desert, so the Arabs say.
There's a lesson for you kids. Don't take your toys to school, because if they take it off you, the teacher loses them!
We've been in some scrapes before, and we're going to get out of this one.
Tear-jerk alert. There's a bit towards the end, which always gets me. In hindsight, looking at it from one perspective, it's quite comical, but because of the music and the words of, like, I won't even say who, moves me every time. I will say it's two metallic objects, but always tears.
Way to go, Charlie!
Captain, we seem to be heading into a black hole. What does it mean?
I don't know, Carla. I fell asleep during the Disney movie.
Captain!
So there you go, The Black Hole, which came out in 1979, more or less the same time as Star Trek The Motion Picture, which oddly features Spock going about probing an orifice.
I sense no emotion.
Wipe your minds, you dirty people! Thank you again for watching. Please subscribe, share, and all that crap. And I'll catch you soon. Thanks for sticking around. Salute and Finn.
As an old Navy hero once said, damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead.